there it goes. Boogie with the Bull. Monday Morning Caffeine. This is the last Monday Morning Caffeine of 2025. So if you want to join us in the live chat, there it is. And you can talk about that amongst yourselves and or even talk about it on the broadcast if you want. You have to have Messenger if you want to talk about it amongst the broadcast because I will send you the link on Facebook Messenger. If you're not on Facebook Messenger, I will send you the link anyway, but it becomes a more complicated process. So I'm not going to think about complicated things this morning. The only thing that I want to throw at Randy Rhodes and Chris Lockette, excuse me, Bill William Lockette this morning is evidently you can go to a lobbyist, consultant, and or some other kind of intermediary, and you can pay that person anywhere between $1 million and $6 million, and they don't guarantee that you will get a pardon, which is not recognized by the Department of Justice anyway. So why would you do it?
Do not know. It seems like there was a whole bunch of blanket pardons handed out by Biden on his way out, and none of those cost $6 million. So,
well, they probably did. They probably did. We just haven't heard about them costing that much yet. But
right,
I don't know. We're going to throw on some headphones and see if we can hear it that way and not have to worry about it this morning because I guess we won't have to worry about it if we can hear about it that way. But anyway, Randy Rhodes, what do you have to say?
Well, it's like William said on the way out of the Democrats, he had like over 1,000.
There were a bunch.
I think it was well over 1,000. What's it called again?
The things we're talking about, the doodads.
Yeah, my brain's scrambled today.
Pardons.
Yeah, pardons. Pardon me. Pardon me. Yeah, like over 1,000 pardons, and a lot of them were still prisoners, and they got pardoned out and so forth. And of course, he gave to his family to protect his family. But I guess that there's those who didn't make the cut line, and they felt that they had to pay $6 million, to get a pardon, and they had the money. Why not do it? My question is first off, is it legal to buy pardons? Second question is, who gets to keep the damn $6 million? And I would like to see a list of those who paid to get themselves pardoned. See what crimes they're guilty of or think they're guilty of.
There is no guarantee that you get the pardon. You just pay the money, and you have to prepay the money and hope that.
Yeah, that's a scam.
Okay, but if that's a scam, then correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Trump also offer for a few $1 million for those people who want to skip the line and buy themselves a visa to get into the country?
Yes, he does. Well, I don't know if he still does, but he did at one time. But that money, I believe, went to the United States of America, who made the decision. He didn't profit off of selling. At least I don't think he profited off of selling admission into the country. But then again, I don't know. You'll find out when you call 1-900-976 Trump pardon and see what happens. But
yeah, it's a horrible idea. No one should ever call that number.
Yes, kids get permission from your parents because the 900 number costs more than your allowances.
And your parents might be stupid too, so just don't.
That's probably good too. Just don't. Anyway, you put a link up, William.
Yes, that is for Biden pardons. I was looking through real quick, and I thought it was funny that fucking Hunter Biden has nothing sentenced. For sentence, it just says not available. He hasn't been sentenced to anything yet. He's got a pardon, so there's that.
He said that he is like $15 million in debt and has no idea where the $15 million is going to come from.
Sell a painting.
Yeah, to the Chinese. Sell a painting to the Chinese. I screwed that one up. Let's grab this one over here and see if I can unscrew this one. Okay. I love my job. That's why William Lockette has to be bugged by everybody in America in the sound of my voice, or everyone in the world in the sound of my voice, to become a host, and let those of us who should retire from being a host be a host.
Truly.
But he doesn't know what day and time he wants to do it yet. I don't know.
Yeah, I know I'm going to be around a lot. So
yeah.
You guys ever see those videos? It's like it's almost like a clay animation kind of production. But remember back in the day when we were kids, we played with those toy soldiers. Green was for American, like yellow was for the Germans, and so we had to play tanks and cannons, stuff like that. Remember those things?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know who the guy is, but he's highly talented, and he created these videos of these toy soldiers, and he puts them into like a 5-minute video clip of going into combat, and it shows like getting blown up, and it has voice over video voice so to talk to each other. It's quite clever. I enjoy it, and brings back memories of me playing with my toys.
Oh God. A
Good deal.
67-year-old man who can remember playing with his toys.
Oh, come on. You say you can't remember, you don't remember playing with your toys?
I'm not 67, so I actually don't know.
I see how it is. Wow, that's just wrong.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. But I'm always wrong anyway, so why not be wrong now? Okay, that is not what I wanted it to do this morning. So let's see if I break out and jump back and make it.
Okay,
there it is.
Here. I want since we're talking, I gotta share this. This is for animation purpose only. This is for enjoyment. We don't make a dime off of this.
A dime? What the hell is that?
And I can't say a penny because they don't make pennies anymore. You guys
can't afford to make pennies anymore. They cost more than a penny.
Expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
You got it?
Yep. Well, no, I had it, but
movie time.
Let's try it again.
Oh God.
It's over.
So you get the idea. I mean, God, not only does this guy get to play with his toys of his childhood, he gets to make animation out of it. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
I don't know how I came across it. I just, I guess because of what I do, it just started showing up on my live feed, so I liked it.
Yep.
And the next thing you know, it's always in my live feed now. But that's pretty cool. So China is telling the United States back off of Thailand. We own Thailand, so they did their live fire training. Were dared to go. They surrounded the island and they said, "You're ours, and you will always be ours. So surrender now or forever hold your peace." I don't think Trump made any comments about it, other than the fact that he is starting to sing praises again about Ukraine and Russia, supposedly coming again close to an end. Zelensky said that he wants a 50-year guarantee of peace and tranquility. Right now, the treaty has for 25 years. Hell, I don't think the United States can guarantee a 1 year of us being at peace with the world, with the way things are going. But I did a little bit of research to see currently how much land Russia still has control over, and
a lot.
Shitload. Let me get to it. Here we go. So Russia currently owns control of 20% of Ukraine's territory, which is works out to 44,600 square miles of land. That's a pretty good chunk. He has control of the Crimea. He has control of Luhansk Oblast. He has control of Donetsk Oblast, Zaporizhzhia Oblast, and Kherson Oblast.
All those funny-sounded cities.
Yeah. So a total of 44,600 square miles. You get some breathing space going on there. But I guess he wants more, obviously. Whether he gets, I don't know. At this point, the only way I see him getting all is for him to go nuclear, and that's not going to happen.
You don't get all of anything going nuclear. Like that. It doesn't happen. If you drop a nuke, then whatever you do get is contaminated and useless.
Trump was asked what is it going to take to bring the war to an end. Trump said that it's all about land. Moscow wants total control of the eastern Donbass region. And I don't know. I don't see it coming to an end. I really don't. What else is going on? You guys got to be seeing all the hubbub about the Minnesota's Somalian crime, the stealing of close to $9 billion. That young man that's doing the video.
It's coming apart. They want Tim Walz as governor to resign, and he really should, because I don't think any of it's going to ever get paid back.
Well, it's not like that. Even with all this coming out, he and Ilmar Omar want to get bills passed to provide more money to the Somalian population. This young man, his name's Nick Shirley. He and another guy named David, and David's only using his first name, went out and did a 42-minute video, which has over 10 million views, 100 million views. I think it was. This is huge. But to all these daycare centers, and they're freaking empty.
They are.
The windows are blacked out. There's no kids in the daycare. There's no one working. The doors are locked. And if they do answer the doors and they see what's going on, they quickly close the door. For a while there, the Somalians were following their car to see where they're going next to warn them. There's this one white lady screaming, "Open the doors, ICE! Open the doors, ICE!" It's not ICE. The one daycare spelled the word learning wrong. It was spelled as learn instead of learning. And Fox News picked up on the story, and they actually finally started doing something about it. But Then they went into this building that has like 20 different medical offices, all of them absolutely empty,
Yeah.
no patients. The FBI, Cash Patel, finally sent his people in there yesterday, raided the place, and they're walking out with boxes and boxes of paperwork.
Yep.
So I mean, at least this kid's uh, report is finally starting to get some legal traction to it. But I, again, it's a shame that Trump can't step into this political thing and say, Watts, you're out of a job, you're fired.
Yeah.
But he can't, and it's up to the damn people to fire him.
Yep.
And between the Somalians and the white folks who want them there for whatever stupid ass reason, he's not going to lose his job.
No, he is not going to lose his job. We are live on the Dave Glovin profile if you are watching, and we are live on the Boogie With The Bull YouTube channel if you want to watch over there. And Randy Rhodes and William Lockette are with me today, and we're just having fun and drinking coffee today. Any topic is on the table. So come into the live chat and feel free to drop a topic, and we can try to have more. I don't know if we can actually have more people than 3, but we can try if there are more people.
Sure, we could.
Have you picked a time yet, William?
No, I have not.
You have not picked a time yet.
No. I'm more worried about exactly what I'm going to be presenting and how I'm going to be presenting it, and
you're going to open your mouth and it's going to just come out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open mouth with William Lockett. Join us tonight at 7:00 p.m.
Open mouth with William Lockett tonight at 7:00 Eastern.
I think story time with Stubby fits.
Story time. Story time with Stubby fits.
Story time with Stubby.
Story
It'll be
time
glorious.
with Stubby.
Oh, dude, come on.
A little entertaining, a little, comedy, a little covering topics, a little watching artificial intelligence evolve and eat us all. It'll be good.
Yes.
It'll be good.
Except for the artificial intelligence eating us all.
Oh no, that's good. It has to be good because it's happening. So I'm pretty sure that we're just gonna have to bend over and take that one because we go in like full steam ahead on that.
Bend over and take it with William Lockett.
Probably not. My girl might get upset at that title.
Oh, okay.
Especially any guess I'd have.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Although I did pay my money for the middle square, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Did you get my check?
It is in the ether.
You want to cash it before it bounces?
Yes. Stand back when you deposit that puppy.
Yeah, you do want to cash it before it bounced.
I'll make sure to hide my face when I go to do that.
Yes.
Hey,
Last
night, this is no lie, guys. Last night I woke up.
Last night you woke up.
Yeah, I did. I have problems sleeping at night, but I woke up and I checked the X feed, and it was talking about the kid and the Somalians, and there was this black dude. He was reviewing the video, and he said the one daycare center, Minnesota Child Care. Okay, he called this one daycare center because the phone number was listed. Did you see that video?
I haven't bothered watching it.
Okay.
It's, I already know what's happening. I don't know how it's happening. I don't know why it hasn't stopped.
Okay. So then you guys need to get into the feed. So anyways,
I did see parts of the
so there was a phone number attached to the website for that daycare.
Okay.
So this black dude, while he was live, called the phone number. Guess who answered the other end of that phone?
The lady who opened the door.
Obama?
No, not here. I'll do it right now.
We're going to get shut down because of this, I know.
for contacting the office of Governor Tim Walz and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan.
About right.
Our office is located.
Yeah.
Went straight to his office. Okay.
With my luck,
went straight to a phone that has a
right.
With my luck, he'd answer the phone, or you get the following recording, which is always the box.
See, by now,
honestly, it's pretty smart because that phone number will put you in contact with the only people that can fix this problem. So,
right.
See, by now, I would have thought they would have taken that phone number down because that gives more dirt that this guy is directly associated with the fraud.
But even then, you get the generic welcome that Tampon Tim and the lady are part of the action. It goes to the next recording, which says either the box is not set up or the box is full. And either one, it doesn't matter which one you get because
there's nothing saying that hasn't just been set up to specifically.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is this: you guys are missing this. So this is a daycare center,
right?
And this phone number is on the website for you to call to get hold of the daycare center to bring your kids into daycare.
Well,
but
it's obviously not, Randy.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what you think it is. That's what you think it is, and you might get someone within the walls governorship that's going to answer the phone and legitimately answer your questions, but are they going to turn out to be legitimate? Because when you show up with your kids to ring the bell and expect them to open the door, are they going to open the door? Probably not.
I'd like to know who made that website.
It could be someone within the Walls organization, but we'd have to get someone from the Walls organization to join us and talk about that. And
that's not going to happen.
Because I'm Dave Glovin, it's probably not going to happen.
Recent video by Nick Shirley exposing these daycare centers. Now they're going daycare.
Okay, so it's Twins Home.
They go to is called Sweet Angels.
Sweet Angels.
Sweet Angels Childcare.
Sweet Angels Childcare is the name of the childcare that has that Governor Walt's phone number.
But we know that they're not going to answer the phone and they're not going to give you the information that you seem to need. But if they're not going to answer the phone and give you the information that you need, then maybe Governor Walz is involved. And if he is involved, he should be booted out the door. Same thing for Governor Newsom. They say he's not anywhere near close to being our next president because there is so much wrong in California that he can't correct before he would leave California. In Chicago, or not Chicago, in Illinois, which includes Chicago, you have J.P. Pritzker, who refused to pay taxes on toilets. And, the whole thing is just a big laugh, realistically. I mean, we just have to straighten it all up. Go ahead, William. You look like you have something to say.
I do not. I am looking for information on this website, this lady who runs it, and the everything else about it.
Oh, okay. All the things that we should do, or I should do, before we go live, but obviously I rely on other people to do it for me. So
is the phone number at the bottom of that page that number? Randy?
The phone number is, hang on a second. The phone number is 651-201-3400.
It's a different phone number.
It's a different phone number. Wait a minute.
All
651
201
201
3400.
3400. Okay. Well, if you're watching the broadcast, you can call that number and keep calling that number and keep calling that number until someone answers. And when you get information, you're more than welcome to joining Boogie with the Bull.
There are a lot of Sweet Angels daycares.
Yeah.
I might be able to get you because he has
So I
the
was watching
screenshot
the
here.
most recent video by.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to identify the wrong ones. So
No. Hold on.
Sure we do.
It's about to come up. Be patient. Be patient.
I'm patient. I just don't want to mention
Sweet
the wrong
Angel.
sweet
Sweet Angel.
and have them sue me.
Okay, Sweet Angel Child Care. Let me get an address here.
Saginaw, Michigan.
No, it's
No, it would be Minnesota.
It's Minnesota. Let's see. Let's play it again. Of course, I have an address here. Oh, there we go. Stop.
Okay.
Not time. I'm hitting the wrong button for it to pause.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Get back. It gives the address here in a second.
Okay. Well, Randy looks for the address. We'll continue on. It's not that I don't want to.
The problem mostly with all this stuff is that it needs to be a loophole closed. Trump came into office in 2016 talking about how he was going to start closing loopholes in the tax system, yada, 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 and that never happened.
Okay, so the address is 2740 Minnehaha Avenue.
Okay.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay.
55406 zip code.
Okay. So anyone listening is welcome to contact them and see what you find.
Found them.
We will go from there. I don't think anybody's going to answer the phone because I just don't know if.
Well, no, of course not. But I could find out who's running it on the website and then look them up on Facebook and then shoot them messages.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can look them up on Facebook. You can look them up on the internet. You can probably go to the state of Minneapolis or Minnesota, I mean, and look for who is licensed as well. And, they've had their 5 minutes. The whole idea that $9 billion of taxpayer money is going to the wrong place means that the governor of Minneapolis should step down and a new governor should be elected, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican or an independent who is not going to bundle your tax money up and send it out. Should be done. I thought Tim Walz got into all kinds of trouble with different organizations in Minnesota by saying, I'm not sending you any more money, to the point where judges actually said, no, you will keep continuing sending them money until you find out whether or not you should not be sending them money. And obviously, they're not going to find, he's not going to find out that he shouldn't be sending the money that he is in fact sending. So, other than that, like I said, it's goodbye 2025 edition of Monday Morning Caffeine. It's the last Monday for the year. There will be more, or might be more, or could be more. I don't know. Or we'll be somewhere, and it could be, and there will be more. We're still waiting for William Lockette to let us know where he is going to be, when he is going to be, and what he is going to do.
I am still waiting on me to tell me that information. I know for a fact that it's probably not going to be on Facebook because I can't stand this platform and I hate it, and I love watching other things grow more. So I'm probably going to go back and suffer with Wimpkin.
It's a good idea to move, because it's not going to change here.
No.
And
I'm not willing to go the extra distance that it's going to require to become a widespread voice on Facebook.
Right.
Not happening.
Right. I mean, I still think it's an important place to send a link to, but then again, every place is important to send a link to.
Right.
So, if I could do it that way, I would send links to everybody from the YouTube channel with a countdown link, and we would all start together wherever we would be. But the more I think about stuff like that, that's 63 looking at 64. You know, sometimes my brain goes, why don't you just become a guest? You don't have to worry about stuff like that. You get to say the same thing. You just don't have to be a guest who's looking for that video that that proves it or doesn't prove it. You get to launch arguments or discussions and then kind of sit back and let other people.
Yeah, the as far as Facebook, if you Google "Sweet Angel Childcare," the only thing that's popping up is the video that I was sharing with you guys, as far as the phone number or so forth. So people are on Facebook talking about it. If this doesn't bring him down, nothing will. And same with Omar. Her husband just shut down every single privately owned business they own, and removed the names of some people off the website because of the association with the fraud.
But the question is, did he make the $60 billion? And what is he doing with the $60 billion that company, company is said to be worth? Again, this is another discussion.
The company is supposed to be worth between $6 and $10 million.
No, the company is said to be worth $60 billion.
Since she came into power, her net worth has tripled to I think it was like 3,500%.
As politics does for your net worth.
Right. Well, that's as politics does, and we can talk about that because Nancy Pelosi is back again, talking about what will happen when the Democrats are the majority in 2026.
God help us.
And that makes me think she's never going to leave us, because if they do, God forbid, become the majority, she will be back as Speaker of the House, if not something else. And if she gets back to the Speaker of the House in 2026, she will be there forever. She will be there forever, because her net worth went from a couple of thousand to something like $264 million, $300 million, depending on how you look at it. And these people, I'm sure, got some of that $300 billion set away to continue. They're not just going to go away. Hakeem Jeffries might go away because he's stupid. Chuck Schumer might go away because he was Nancy Pelosi's puppy dog who served his independent usefulness. But when she's back, she doesn't need him. She'll find somebody in the House, in the Senate that she can work with. I just think he'll be gone.
So do we think Pam Bondi is going to lose her job?
What do you think, William? I'm going to shut up on this.
Me? Considering what's been done thus far, it doesn't really matter, does it? She could be fired, but they're just going to put somebody else in there that they want to put in there. That despite Trump's best efforts to vet them, will not be able to see that they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Because they're not doing anything except kicking illegals out. Congratulations. Yes, that is a massive feat, kicking a whole bunch of dirty people out of the fucking country that we do not need here causing problems.
Yes.
Congrats. No politicians have been arrested. No problems have been fixed. So,
Nope.
I don't know. I could give two shits about Pam Bondi.
Yeah, and I think Kash Patel is real close behind her, because I don't see either one of them having the stamina to really go after the dirt, or it's possible that the freaking dirt just hits up against too many powerful people that you can't touch.
That shouldn't matter.
Well, obviously, it shouldn't matter, but the point of it is that they're still in control. 5+ odd years later, they finally have proven that the election from 2020 was stolen.
They proved it in 2023.
But no one's gone to prison, really, And everything that was done during the 4 years the Democrat controlled after stealing the election should have been null and void. They haven't done that.
Nope.
I'm sorry, politics is a sham.
It's sad. It's sad because I don't think anybody wants to deal with, on both sides of the aisle, what happens if they were wrong. If they were wrong and the election was stolen from President Trump.
It was.
In 2020. I know I always say if because I'm paranoid that I'm going to get sued one of these days. But if the election proves to be stolen from President Trump, what are they going to do about it? Probably nothing. The Supreme Court could even look at him and go, yes, by majority, we looked at it. It was stolen. You're in fact right.
Yeah, they hit both presidents.
But if we give you that precedent, we have to deal with cleaning up the mess. And there's just no way we're going to be able to clean it up, even if you start it again with good people, because good people will be what's the word I want? Corrupted by the people who are there. You know, John Kennedy is one of the good guys, but I fear that John Kennedy might be corrupted. John Fetterman, who is on the fence, does he join the rest of his family and become a Republican and be happy? I don't know, but the point is just that you watch the videos now. Nancy Pelosi is saying, "Oh no, on January 6th, it was Donald Trump who didn't want to send in the National Guard." BS. I mean,
which contradicts every fact that came out of that January 6th.
Right. And if the evidence against the January 6th committee ever sees the light of day from the Justice Department, maybe Pam Bondi will be gone because, what are you going to do with it? Dan Bongino is a great guy, but I think Dan saw too much as the assistant director of the FBI and is not able to talk about it because he is the assistant director of the FBI
and unable to do anything about it because the FBI
or do anything about it. But when he finally lets go of the assistant directorship of the FBI, which I'm sure he has, but if he finally lets go of it, knowing Dan, as we all have seen Dan and have been mentored by Dan, it's going to be one hell of a broadcast. And you're not going to
be fun. I can't wait till he comes back because on Rumble you can say whatever you want and you can get away with it whatever you want. And I'm guaranteeing you he's going to drop some bombs over there.
Oh God, yeah. And he owns a part of Rumble from what I understand anyway. So he's going to...
Yeah, huge investor.
He's going to just say, I don't care anymore. I'm going to tell you what you need to know. Just like I get the impression that Kash Patel would if he could, but he's so far, I want to say, in bed, which may be the wrong word, with people that he can't.
Well, worse, he's an author. It's going to take him 5 years after an event to write it down enough to actually be able to tell anybody about it.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter just sent me a text. We hit inside Venezuela.
Cool.
Yeah.
What?
He said we knocked out a large plant or facility where they create the drugs.
Good.
Like we said we were going to.
Like you said. From what I understand, the refineries of Citgo have been sold like in a bankruptcy to the creditors committee, and I can't remember who bought it and what division of them is going to run it, and it only pertains to what is in the United States. And if it does pertain to what Citgo had in the United States, I hope we see gas prices of $1 a gallon, if not less.
Oh my God! Did you say Citgo? CITGO?
Yeah, that's who they own.
Oh my God!
That's who the Venezuelan. Well, they own a company called BPDV or something like that. That if you trace it down 500 steps, you probably get to Sitco. But
The reason why I ask is that when I was a teenager driving, we had some Citgo gas stations in our neighborhood that we used to go get gas and car repairs with. Oh my God, that's a name from the that's the name from God, that's a blast from the past, something like that.
I think they still have the Sitco billboard in Kenmore Square in Boston.
Oh my God,
because it is
memories.
It literally is too big to take it down from the building. I mean, I guess they could attach it to a helicopter and fly it off into the sunset, but I can remember going down Storrow Drive as a kid with my parents and just watching the billboard until you couldn't see it anymore. But can that step of the equation bring us down to the $1 price tag that Donald Trump wants to see? Maybe, but I don't know. Will it lead to the closing of the IRS? Maybe. I don't know. I'm sure there are some people that would just like the IRS to go away so that they're out of business and things end. But I don't know. The Fed, the same thing. I personally, but I could be wrong, and I always am, that the Fed was really in charge of creating inflation so that we would be paying forever, or it would trickle down, as Ronald Reagan used to call it. It will trickle down so that future generations will be paying.
So, William,
Yes.
did you get your doggy anything for Christmas?
Yes, she got a jacket and some bones.
Good.
Now, bones. Are we talking milk bones? Or talking about bones?
No, just little bones. She's a little dog.
Yeah.
Well, I'm okay. So
Like
we're
the
talking
milk,
about
like the bacon
milk
strip
bones.
things. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to be careful with the
Processed garbage.
Yeah. Even though it's processed garbage, you have to be careful with a Chihuahua what processed garbage you give.
Truly.
So we got
you give them.
we got our kitty cats. A couple different things. We got these little things here.
Nice.
They really
Yeah.
love these with the feathers.
Yeah.
And these here, of course, have that drug on it, the catnip.
The cat, yeah.
And they love this.
Yeah, they
Dude,
love
that's the
they
first
like-
thing my dog did was run off with our stockings when we finished emptying them.
they love the crinkle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the crinkle.
Cats love the crinkle.
Yeah.
And of course, the dog got some, this big stuffed animals and stuff like that. Back in the day, when I was living at home, we had our dog was his name was Flash. He always got the hand bone. This is before all the warnings about bone splitters and stuff like that. And I always bought him a steak that my mom would make that morning, and we would wrap it up, and then he just rip the paper out and just gobble down the steak. He loved that.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what did you guys get for Christmas?
I got a new pair of boots and a pair of socks.
That's it. Nothing fun.
What do you mean it, dude?
That's
My
fun.
boots were falling apart and my feet were.
Well,
fucking
okay. Well, I meant nothing fun. No new video games or toys or.
Fun is what's written on the socks, I'm sure.
No, they're just plain socks.
Okay. Well, maybe not. Maybe you're just a boring guy with white socks or black socks. I don't know.
Polar extreme.
They're heated. Okay.
yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
I got a
Insulated thermal socks.
Yep, I got a $25 gift certificate for Amazon.
Nice.
But the problem is, every wireless headset that I looked at has a microphone.
$50.
No. They're very affordable, even if I have to kick some in. But they're very affordable. But the problem is, they all seem to have a microphone, which I didn't want built into the wireless headphones because it becomes a problem with the microphone in the camera or
Camera.
whatever
Well,
combination.
you just go into the settings of the camera and
Yeah.
you disable the microphone.
Okay. Well, you're talking about Dave Glovin going in and doing that and disabling.
Yeah. That's like
disabling-
me explaining it to my wife how to do something like that.
and
I
disabling,
know how to do it.
right, and disabling the entire computer. Well,
Yeah.
you know how to do it, but unfortunately, you're about 1,600 miles away from me.
Well, I
Facts.
can talk you through it.
I might be further than that.
He might be closer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do like the headset that was recommended to me. I like the fact that I'm making monthly payments on it instead of paying for it all one time.
Right.
So that really nice. What I hate is, for some reason, I love my son. He got me this really nice, and I'm not going to touch it. Just this Yeti microphone. Okay, it's a really nice microphone. It's expensive, but there must be inside where you plug in the cord a loose connection, because if I were to move it, as you guys have taken notice, the microphone goes dead. So a friend of mine recommended a cord, which I did buy.
Good.
But it's like 20 feet long.
Yep.
Okay. And then when I added this to it, I have like 40 feet of cord, right? Yep. So I did what most normal people, I think, would do. That is to take the cord and wrap it into a reel and zip tie it. Yeah. And this particular friend went absolutely ballistic on me in a nice way, saying, "Don't do that, because when you do that, you create
the cable.
Not that. You create some kind of a feedback or something that does all kinds of screwy things to the cord. So it's just laying on the floor."
Now, the only reason I did that was to be easy and to be able to, on a remote broadcast, simply say, "This is my cable." It didn't matter if it had 500 cables in it, but this is my cable and I'm leaving with it, and you guys can do whatever you want with the rest. The only thing I did learn was don't roll it up don't roll it up, because like William said, you will put kinks in it. And that later led to the decision that when and if that ever did present itself, up on a shelf when it's not doing a broadcast, and down on my desk when it is. Because the number one difference between Androids and Windows, as far as I am concerned, is that on Facebook or anywhere, a Windows computer can only share one thing at a time to one group at a time, which means that it takes you forever to do that. On an Android, I can do 10 at a time. It used to be 150 at a time. It got cut to 50. It got cut to 13, and they settled on 10. But at some point, I'm sure it will match the one share at a time that Windows can do. And I just didn't want to deal with it. That's why I keep my Androids that are supposedly trusty on my desk and use them. But today they're not working, but they're very old Androids anyway. So who knows? Anyway, I'm happy today. I don't care. My Windows 10 Pro made it through another day, even though Windows is not supported any longer.
I actually looked out. My computer had I was telling you, Dave, I actually, just for Google Apps, I clicked on updates, realizing that it ended, but I got 1 year free, so I got to extend it.
You will take it and you will process it. But what someone at Microsoft actually told me was, you will take it and it will process it. But if the hardware is not capable of running it, it won't tell you that the hardware is not capable of running it. It will just take it, and I don't know what it does with it. But Windows 10 Pro did hit a hardware death, if for lack of putting it any better. That it dies, it dies. It died on a certain date in October. I don't remember what it was. Only
Yeah, I
meaning
remember
that they don't support it anymore. They explained the updates that I'm still getting for it were the fact that it was in a box turned off for 5 years. So maybe during year one of the 5 years before it finally died, it took whatever it could and then it was dead. And when I plugged it in, it went back and looked and said, "Oh, you didn't catch this one. You didn't catch this one. You didn't catch this one," and take it. Windows intelligence for Windows Defender, that's different from what I understand. That's not timeless. That can go for as long as you are able to get it. But there will come a date that your last one probably will be 24H2, and it will not take 20. It won't accept 25H2. I don't know. I'm still trying to learn more from the guys at Microsoft that I keep on speed dial for that.
Yes.
Well, they were clients, so I mean, one of them would get in the car, and it would be, "Shut up and leave me alone," and I'd leave him alone. And he had a big, huge briefcase that he just went looking through whatever he thought I needed, and boom, that's what he added that, and I don't think I ever sent him a bill, because of that. That it was a trade, and I was very happy with the trade. On the other hand, I'd do that with anybody from Apple, but I was very happy that when I bought the iPad, even though it was used, I spent, I think, 4 hours actually talking with someone from Apple about straightening out as much as I could. And then I spent 4 hours on hold doing what I could do. And every so often he would come back and ask me,
if everything was all right.
Yeah, if everything was all right. And it was. Just like the time I rooted a Samsung S5. I had no idea what the hell I was doing, but and they couldn't tell me how to do it the easy way.
Oh, of course not.
But I did in fact do it. Nowadays, no, I'd probably have to buy a new phone before I took any chance of rooting it, because the S5 was older Android, and really what you had to do was just the time to take all the permissions away from something, and then that would create a problem for something else that you obviously didn't need, so you could go and delete that,
right?
And then you could go and delete that until you deleted it all. Plus, the only reason I did it was I had time to do it. It wasn't really anything other than trying to see if I could do it.
Right. That's how I started messing around with phones. Like, hey, how can I break this? Or how can I hack this phone? Or how can I put this on a different network? Or
Yeah. Worst came to worst, if I broke it and I couldn't fix it, well, good. It could go in the trash, because it was probably going to go in the trash anyway. I have not thrown my Windows 11 Pro in the trash like I should, because it's seen enough text that have said, no, it just can't be fixed. It was on, you hit it 3 times, and you shorted out the keyboard, and we're not sure if you shorted out other things, but we know you shorted out the keyboard. So, what do you do?
Battery could be a graphics card on a laptop. Who knows what you could have wound up messing up.
Yeah. Do you spend the money to find out, no, you can't fix it? Or, like my RCA tablet, do you spend the money to fix it? Do you spend the $35 to find out if you can fix it and hope that you can? Or do you just leave it alone and be happy with what you have that works? I mean, do I need another 2 gigabyte device on my desk? No.
Probably not.
No.
Were you able to save any information off of the hard drive?
I could have saved the information on the Dell Latitude that I use now, the one that was in the box for 5 years. I could have saved it if I wanted to spend more time. I really didn't care because whatever was on it was, so old that I didn't really need it.
Rather unimportant.
Anyway, I mean, the only thing I can think is that I bought it from someone because it was a good deal, and maybe it was Excel for my business, and because I don't run my business, I don't need to go back and look at that I made money or lost money. I just want to be what I want to be.
Truly.
I keep telling people if I could, I want to use it to install a steering wheel and pedals, and then maybe I'll find where I parked my car 17 years ago on Facebook, and I'll drive myself out of here.
Maybe.
I don't know. I keep telling one AI that I'm tired of correcting you, and I won't be back, but I'm always back.
And then you keep going back.
Right, I keep going back because I found that I taught myself, hey, you stumped an AI, so maybe you can keep stumping an AI. But then again, sometimes AI gives you the short answer that you're right, but you're wrong. So you have to kind of work with them and figure it out. I mean, I don't know. They're going to take over the world, and we're all going to work for them anyway.
I mean, gradually it's happening. I didn't think it would work much with AI trying to take over the grocery industry. But then I looked at how they're doing their distribution centers and their inventory systems and their planograms, which is the shelf layouts.
Yep.
And it's all run by AI. So, yeah, we work for them.
We work for them. But the funny thing is, we were always hoping, or they were always telling us we were hoping that it would be they worked for us.
At least for a little while.
So did they get to a point where they still worked for us, but they knew more than us? I mean, I don't care if it knows more about, everything that goes into a limousine reservation at the time. Then, hey, that was great because I didn't want to know everything that went into it. I just wanted the person picked up and delivered to where they wanted to go.
Right.
I told you guys that I was doing taking on the guise of a Secret Santa for one of my clients' kids, right?
No,
but you will tell us, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I did.
Now we know.
Okay.
Well, hang on a second. Yeah, I want to show you this. Of course, they're Southern, okay, so they believe in prepping and so forth like that, and teaching the kids, how to hunt and fish and
farm
stuff like
and the important
that. Right. So let me show the video.
That's important because the AI is not going to do it for you.
No,
that's not it. I'll get it here. So I got them a decent, above average child bow and arrow set. It was a dual set, so that he could play with someone else. And just want to get to the damn video.
Okay.
Of course, they told him it was from Santa Claus, and he was a good boy. Blah blah blah. And the kid really loved it. Maybe his wife sent it to me, but they sent me another little comment saying, "Thank you so very much. You really made our son's Christmas a very happy one." Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
it's excellent.
Good.
I mean, here we go. I got it.
Okay.
Here we go.
When you send it.
Yeah, I'm looking for you.
Okay.
I got like
left.
I got like 6 things open here.
Oh, okay. See, this is why I want to be a professional guest
There you go.
in the middle square. Hold on.
So the boy's name is Axel, and his dad's name is Alex. What's that? Here's the video.
Well, let me hold on. There we go. No, and pop that one again.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you push it again.
No, I didn't.
There.
What you not gonna get?
There you go. Got it? Let's do it like this on the outside.
I love the way he's teaching this boy the right way.
On the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, drawing your arrows as training for the bow. How to properly get a good set there.
Wait.
You tell me when. Oh, I overshot.
It's not bad. It's not a bad set. It's like
Good second shot.
she
Put your hand in.
really enjoyed it, and that's the big thing. And of course, she thinks Santa Claus brought it for him, so that's even bigger.
Good.
It's awesome.
I had some extra money. You know, I brought in 3 new clients, and I think, you know what, I miss being able to do things for small kids because, you know, my grandkids are all bigger now, and all I gave them was money, and then they can spend it on whatever they want to spend it on.
It's not the same because you're not giving them something. You're just giving them money.
Yeah, but the problem is,
Yeah,
you know,
they're adults.
the one's 19, the other one's like 16 or 15.
Yeah, cash.
10.
That's the
So
best
they're
present you can
at the
give.
age where, you know, if I buy the wrong thing, it's just going to wind up getting returned. Or, you know, this way they have the money, they appreciate it more because now they can buy what they want.
Right.
You know,
Right. Well, the gift card has become the replacement for it. As far as giving a person just money is, to me, is just wrong. Give a person a card to Walmart or a card to, you know, find out where they shop and give them a card is different than money, because money might not get, I don't know. Money is just a
now obviously if they were
personal means of doing it.
No, obviously, if there were smaller kids, it's easy to buy, you know, something for smaller kids. But at the age where, the one starting to date, the one is dating, he's in college, you know, he has college expenses. This way, he has he has money if he need to put towards his books, whatever. But most of the three boys, 3 grand boys are, you know, they're into video games, Lego, stuff like that. So, and of course, you know, my son being moneymaker that he is, I don't know what all he bought them. So if I bought them a Lego set, they might have already had it, or maybe it's just it's not to their level anymore. You know, so hey, you know what? And the kids appreciate it. You know, it's not like, oh, why didn't you give me, you know, back in the day when I was that age, I was getting socks and pants and pajamas and stuff. Thanks, Grandma, for the pajamas.
Socks and pants and pajamas.
Yeah.
That was the 5th and 6th nights of Hanukkah.
They got what, you know, they got something they can spend on whatever they want to spend on, and I think that's, you know, more important.
Yeah.
Now, if they ever tell me, you know, differently, you know, then I'll start doing something different. But you know,
Nana always said to us, "Don't spend it on what you need, what you think you need to spend it on. Go spend it on something fun. Go do something else. If you want to buy clothes for you, then buy clothes for you. But go. You know, don't make it to pay your car. Don't make it to pay your car insurance. You know, use it and enjoy it. But then again, you know, making your car payment may be very enjoyable to you. That's all I'm trying to say. I would just hope that our grandchildren would do it differently than how our sons might do it. Because what is enjoyable to them may be completely different than the idea of what is enjoyable to them. I did want to touch upon one thing before we all wander off, and it's just, what do you guys think about the lady who has no firefighter experience?
Oh,
Well, no, but listen, because she became the FDNY commissioner. If she went to Swamplands, Louisiana, where no one has heard of her before, or they fight fires completely different, and she spent a year with them learning what a fire commissioner does, then I'd be okay with her landing in New York, because you could say to the mayor, she's learned the basis, and now she's ready for a city like New York. But to put her in that position with no experience is probably wrong. I mean, if they came to me and said, okay, you're now the fire commissioner of New York, FDNY, I'd probably quit for the same reason. That, I don't know what I'm doing. I could probably learn to do the job, but maybe New York is the wrong environment to learn, because you got to be ready for something like that, because you never.
She was. I had to say she was put in that position because the guy's a socialist Mormon, a socialist Muslim. She is a full blown lesbian, and she got that job because of her personal beliefs.
Right. But then again, that's why the Biden FAA director, the black gentleman whose name I don't remember, was the wrong person for the job. They sat him down in front of the Senate and they asked him very politely, very calmly, very rationally, they asked him different questions and he couldn't answer them.
Yep.
And, he got voted out because the senators looked at him and said, you don't know what the FAA director needs to know in order to be FAA director. So if you want to go to Swamplands, Louisiana, that has a one runway airport that does it all, and learn the basis of your job, and then come back and try to prove to us that you know how to be the FAA director of a larger city, then maybe maybe that's right. I mean, I'm self-taught in the limo business. I got a job from someone else, and I got a job from someone else, and I got a job from someone else who I still to this day like very much, even though he has passed away. But I still like him and respect very much. But one day I went into his office and said, I just got to do it my way, because it's different than the way you all have taught me.
So, William, what do you think? Before I gotta get going here.
Personally, I don't know. The lady has to have some kind of freaking experience. I saw that she was an EMS operative for a while. I'd like to know what kind of experience as an EMS professional thought really qualified her to run a fire department. Because running an ambulance and doing emergency response, trauma rescue, and that kind of thing is not putting out a fire. No. There are major differences to those two tasks. And I would figure that someone who knew how to do the fire would be more suited for the position.
I'm not stuck on what she does when she goes home and who she does it with.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's all on her. What I'm stuck with is when the phone rings and she picks it up and can't make a decision because there are so many things in her head that she could do. That's
a much more realistic concern.
That's a much more realistic concern, as William said. I mean, I don't care that she was a lesbian. I don't care that he's a Muslim. I
Well,
do care. I
yeah,
do
you
care
should.
about. I do care about some things that he has brought to the office of mayor, which is now he's going to cut out the people that should buy a building and take it over and go to people that may not even afford to be able to do it, but should do it because they never got the opportunity to do it. I don't buy that excuse. If you wanted to do it, you went off and did it. If you
Yup.
didn't, if you couldn't be the person that did it, then you know you did something wrong. You couldn't be the person that did it.
See, I look at it this way. He is a Muslim. He's a socialist. He is going to do whatever he can to give away all the free shit to the people at the taxpayers' expense. And if the people in New York City don't rise up and get the hell out of that city and to leave him trying to figure out how he's going to afford it, then they deserve him just as much as the next city.
Well, yeah, you get what you vote for.
Yeah, you do get what you vote for.
But do we know he got there legally? We know the Democrats are.
It doesn't
great
matter. That no longer matters, Randy. It doesn't matter
Right.
about Ilhan Omar. It doesn't matter about Mamdani. It doesn't matter about any of them because they're there now.
They're there now, and they're doing the stuff now that they should not.
And nobody's going to come through and negate any of that shit for
Right.
some reason.
It's
So you
correct.
I don't know
That-
why.
And
So
that's
you-
the biggest problem I have with the Republicans, that they are not doing shit to
Right.
undo
Facts.
what is done, and we have proof that it's done illegally,
Right.
and we don't have enough Republicans to
Right.
stand up and do what is right.
We don't.
Well,
That's
there's
what-
500 and something representatives total, and the majority of those are Republican right now. So why would we not have the support? The problem is the system is broken, and these fucking Republicans have forgotten that, we need ground level shit done.
So, like you said, there's the George or implied there's the George Soroses of the world who took all of them under their wing and paid $70,000 in whatever to make sure they did it their way.
For book deals and speeches.
Which is why I said before, even if we exploded the whole thing and rebuilt it from scratch, to me it's just doomed to gonna fail at some point.
Yeah.
Because that's the element that we didn't build into it, and these people will figure that out for themselves. I mean,
I guess all it's going to boil down. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We have to wait to the first big, fire event, see if she's able to pull her weight, and to see just how badly he destroys the city.
We'll see the first time the city catches on fire.
Yeah, but he's going to go down as a mayor who's going to probably look and go, if I had just done it a little bit different, maybe.
That would be admitting fault, and they're not really good at that.
Yeah, no, I know they're not. Maybe the idea was just come in and take us down. And I'm tired of that talk. I'm tired of being suspicious of anybody.
Yeah.
That they're only here to take me down.
That's what I got to get going.
All right.
Great. What?
Episode 7 of Stranger Things, the last one that dropped, was
Gonna
the
be-
lowest rated episode of the entire show's history.
Really?
Oh wow, really?
I heard that people
Love
that
that because it was
love-
garbage. Absolute fucking garbage.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I know that Donna makes characters from it, crochets characters. But
Well, you have to
but
realize
they're based
too. I
on it,
mean,
but it was
they're a lot older now, and the whole childlike teenage angst of that is kind of lost now when you get to a certain age,
But there are some things that are produced that aren't produced for children,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we ever accepted that. Maybe-
What streaming service is that on? Come on, my daughter watches
Netflix.
that. Netflix. Okay, I have to
Well, that's why, because most people don't want to watch Netflix because the Obama brothers or whoever you can.
I gave up on that shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop depriving myself of being able to watch something because of
and
political reasons.
That's what I like about television. I just want to turn it on and watch it whenever I see it. You know, we went. My nephew, my oldest grandson and I went and saw Zootopia 2. And I'm sure people could rip me apart one side and down the other because it was Disney.
I want to see that.
And Pixar who put it out. And Disney and Pixar who put it out. And I got to tell you, without giving it away to you, it's fantastic. And it's
amazing storytellers. Yeah, I can't wait to see this movie.
It is an amazing story, and it makes sense. That's all I will say.
Right.
Because I don't want to give it away, and I know I will. You go and see it. It will make sense.
I got to get going, guys.
Okay, Randy.
All right, Randy.
Always a pleasure.
Well, but make sure you tell me when you go live so I can watch you.
I shall. I'll shoot you information and stuff.
And no more,
should be later this week.
Mondays for 2025 from me. So you
Fair enough.
You are on the hook for Wednesday and Friday. There's not going to be 7 p.m. We're not going to move to 7 p.m. unless there is a reason to do something that just has to be on 7 p.m. I just don't want to do it. It's not enough time.
With the number of clients I have, I'm in front of my computer or iPad or a cell phone 3/4 of the time. So the 6:30 to 7:30 time is our time to eat dinner, and my time with my wife. Because after that, I'm back to the computer. So, she gets upset when I have his show again. It's time for dinner.
I'm going to meet with William, and he doesn't even know this yet. The topic of conversation is going to be, where should it be? And then I will, after I answer all the where's I should be, then it's going to be the size of the package to do it, or can you do it for free?
Oh, it's going to be free. I don't
because on my end, it has to be free, and there are ways to do YouTube, X, and Rumble. Well, YouTube is free, but there are ways to do X and Rumble, which you can be free, and you can still be a content creator who monetizes if that is what you want to do. And there is not, hear me out on this, there is nothing wrong with doing that if that's what you want to do. But please, don't ever get to the point where the content, the monetization becomes more important than the content.
Otherwise, you turn into Tim Pool.
Yeah, that's all I tell. That's all I tell people. When you want to flip your mic and your camera on, flip your mic and camera on, and be on. And maybe you'll get people that will watch you anyway. 10 o'clock is not the right time to do it, but it's the right time to go afterwards and package it up and tie the ribbon really nice and send it out wherever it needs to go. I would send it to Rumble right now, but I keep forgetting to go to Rumble and change my password. It really is. It really is that simple. I lost I forgot my password.
Go update your shit.
And when we set up Rumble, you had to add locals also, but it's all on the same password. And I just, that's what's keeping me. Instagram, I just can't understand it. I have tried several times and jumped through all the hoops and just.
I was actually doing big things on Instagram for a little while, and then I wound up getting my account stolen, and they won't give it back to me. So
I learned the easiest way to do that, unfortunately, is the hardest way to do it, is to take your YouTube channel with a countdown loop and send it wherever you want to send it. Unfortunately, my friend JJ McCartney, who I wish would come back. I really wish he would come back. Jen will tell you about him sometime. You're on the American Rebellion. But I really wish he would come back. But he got up every morning, took his cup of coffee, set up his studio, then set up his studio on YouTube, and personally went and did the 500 to 600 shares that he had to do every day, and then Facebook kicked him off because they said he was spamming.
Right.
This is why the 150 shares that you used to be able to do on an Android went down to 50 and then went down to 13, and then they seem to settle at 10. I really wish if they would just look at what I share. 3/4 of what I share is okay. It's just manufactured engagement, but we can talk about that at a later time.
Fair enough.
Anyway, William, smile. Okay. All
It's
right.
Monday, damn it. I'm trying to work.
My
coffee's empty and the fire's going out. So.
It is Monday. Well, go light the fire and always take more coffee because coffee is the most important thing in the world.
Truly. Absolutely.
All right. It's a pleasure. We'll be back Wednesday. We won't be here Thursday night because I told you we're not going to be here Thursday night unless I'm a guest somewhere, but I don't think we're going to.
I might have you on my show Thursday. Who knows?
Okay. Who knows? All right. Let me know. Let me know. I always get the middle square.
Right. I'll say you.
Paul Wind is in my soul. All right. Yeah. That's what I've said to people. It is coming to a point where some days the dementia and the Parkinson's want to take over for more than they should, and it's just not worth it. Some days I don't care. If I get a little tongue-tied and I can't get the words out of my mouth, maybe somebody will get them out of my mouth for me. We're coming back with Wednesday and Friday, and Friday will be in the new year. We'll have a new look. I'm getting rid of this thing because I just haven't want to get rid of it right now. It's not very full. I just want to get rid of it for right now. Maybe it will grow up here if I stop growing it down here. Anyway, please subscribe to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. Take it off of there and share it anywhere that you would like. I just ask that you let me know where you take it and you share it, even if you share it to the trash can. Share it anywhere on Facebook. Just let me know that you shared it there. And I'll even thank you for doing that. Sometimes we get lucky and they show me the number of people watching, and sometimes they don't. We'll go really quick, real fast, and see if they are showing me the number today. Maybe not. No, they're not showing it to me right now. Anyway, I'm Dave Glovin, and you're not going to enjoy the rest of your Monday and live well and prosper. Ham dinner tonight, biscuits, vegetables, peas, which are also a vegetable, but I don't know if we're having peas, and lots of little potatoes because I like little russet potatoes. I really do. And maybe that's what we'll talk about, what people like to have for dinner, as opposed to the bag of fudge, which if I think about it, I'll remember where it is, and I'll have that for dinner, which I should not have just for dinner. Anyway, that's the broadcast for today. So we're going to slide over here and hit this one and come over here and hit